gonna try an aerial view for this part. So I'm using what do they call it? Pre-Pro maybe? Images, the black and white, how to dress a bounty hunter in 40 stages kind of thing. For obviously the blonde and black, because that's what I pointed out in my post from earlier. And it's a I forget what's his name, but he's holding out the whole bundle of braids. So I'm using that for reference versus the CRL. So what I want to do is, in that photo, it hangs down, I think, slightly after this. I'll have to check, but basically I want to come over somewhere around. Let me get this over here. So I want to lay this bundle. I want that to be over there, and then this is going to lay over. This one's going to lay over that, just slightly underneath, like so. So now my plan, like I was saying, is to bundle this right here, and I'm going to use this masking tape to show example on this. I'm not going to be doing this tonight, but I just want to make it clear and apparent what my plans are. That way, if anybody has a rebuttal, there's time. So there's going to be this white bundle thing going on right around here. I'm just going to use this masking tape as the example. So here's where we're going to have this little loop that hangs from the bundle. There's going to be a pineapple knot here, and then there's going to be a pineapple knot. I believe it's staggered in this order, or is it switched? I'm pretty sure this one is higher than this one. My recollection serves me. So pineapple knot here, pineapple knot a little bit lower than that, and there's that loop that's there, versus having this from, I believe, actually I'm not even going to say any names. I've seen other people's work, and this section here is a completely separate section. However, I find it odd that you have white and black as, you know, this braid, and then this section is also white and black. And to me, this is just a perfect representation of that loop that hangs down there. So in this case, you'd have, you know, the pineapple knot right here, and then there's no blonde in these tassels. Plus, these tassels are nowhere near enough body to be the size of the tassels that are in the photos. So at this point, oh no, it happened. The bundle came free. Oh boy, what a mess. I still got a hold of it though, somewhat. All right, I don't even want to really mess with it. So what I'm gonna do is cut a section of this large leftover horsehair that I have, and I'm going to bond this, not this amount, but you know, a larger chunk underneath that pineapple knot, so that this tassel has more body and more girth to it than, you know, the other tassels. I don't even want to let this go, to be honest. So I am going to put a wrap on this. I mean, it wouldn't be cosplaying without a disaster, would it? Some form of disaster of some kind. So, I don't even know how to say his name. Dogbert Worlder, I guess, is his handle on the dented helmet. He made a post tonight saying, he mentioned me, saying that I was working on these braids. What a mess. Because there's not a lot of ROTJ braids out there. I want this in the trash immediately. Way to put me on the spot, dude. Now I've got to figure this out. I mean, I was gonna probably do it anyways. But anyway, so that is my plan. That is what my thoughts are. I feel really good about the single blonde braid. I really feel like it's more, it's not as intermittent like with the bleached sections. I may be wrong. I have seen another photo. What was it? Maybe it was the special edition, I think. I'm not 100% sure. There's so many pictures. You know how it is. You get lost in the world of Boba Fett and looking through everything. But one of the things I also noticed is that this tends to kind of do a little bit of a spiral over in some cases. So I'm wondering if that is kind of the cause for the intermittent blonde sections, because this black braid kind of overlaps. Or I could just be completely wrong and it's, you know, they made like 10 different braids for different Boba Fetts and they're pre-production and this and that, and you know how it is. So, but I think what I'm going to do is a little bit of a kind of spiral wrap on this. Just a little, not a lot. I might have done a little too much here. And then this is going to get the bond right here, a black wrap and cut, and same thing here, where this will get the black wrap and cut so that it's bonded there, as it is in the photos. So we'll just pretend that these pieces don't exist anymore. And then there's that little bubble with the 2 pineapple knots. I think that's how I'm going to do it. And then the entire collection laying with it. Obviously this giant round circle, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be more oval, but that'll be the collection. And then I believe it's on this side. The gray silver will be attached and run down. I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm using my cell phone to make these videos, so I'm going to call it a night because, or maybe I won't call it a night, but I do want to look at the photos that I have downloaded to my phone so that I can come up with the plan of action for this bundle here. I can't do that while y'all are watching. So anyway, I hope this helped you guys figure out how to do braids, or how I'm doing them. It might help. It might, you guys might say I don't like that, whatever. But if it does help somebody, I'm glad it does. I will put the links for the threads in the description on this video, and then feel free to ask me anything. I will be probably rekindling my Etsy shop. If there's enough interest in ROTJ braids, when I'm done, I will show many pictures of how they look, how they turn out. Hopefully, what I've done so far with my work with these is nice enough and pretty enough and following the kind of guidelines and plans you would like. If so, And you know, maybe I can help some other ROTJ cosplayers with these. So anyway, have a good night, y'all.